Further debate? I recognize the member for Oshawa.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Everyone has the right to an affordable home. Housing is a human right. But the problem is, in my community, it's harder than ever to find an affordable home, and people are desperate. Oshawa has experienced some of the most dramatic rent increases in the province. Between 2014 and 2023, the cost of renting increased by 61%. That's more than Toronto and nearly 4 times the government's rent increase guideline. My office hears regularly from families, students, and seniors who are struggling to find safe and suitable housing that fits their budget. I heard from Donna Hall, who lives in my riding. She had shared her story, and she has said, quote, "I'm aware that it might be extreme to use the potentiality of homelessness, but in my case it is rather true to my story. I'm a single parent of adult children. I live with my 2 adult children in the home I bought. They both pay rent and contribute to the cost of the bills in the house. However, my daughter has exceptional needs that limits the hours that she works, and my son's position is seasonal. If I were to enter the rental market, I am priced out of what I would need. I have engaged the brilliance of 3 different mortgage brokers to assist me in finding a solution to this. However, they continue to come back to me with the same answer. I need to sell my home, the one I wanted to retire in. Aside from winning the lottery or suing the PC party, I'm at a loss of what to do. I'm scared and can't have this go on any longer as my interest continues to raise the amount of money I need to obtain. I just want to be able to have a mortgage and be able to pay everything else that is included in living day to day. I am not the only Canadian in this situation. The housing market in Ontario has gone completely nuts. Can we do anything together to resolve this?" End quote. And that's from Donna in my community. Speaker, Donna's in a house, and she's not sure she can stay in that house because of the market. But I had the opportunity to meet with Mark. Mark has been working in a stable job for over 20 years. He's about to retire. He has 2 young adult daughters. They're living at home. The daughters are also struggling to navigate. They were forced to sell their family home, and they were panicked when they couldn't find a rental. They did find an apartment, but it's far more than they can afford. His food expenses come from his credit line that is maxed, or from his daughter's savings. And the best that I could offer him at our meeting, because he is in an apartment, one he cannot afford, was the best I could talk to him was about how to use the food bank, the only after-hours market model that Feed the Need has. That was how I was able to help him because of the market that we've got. I also want to tell you, Speaker, that I've had the opportunity to meet with a number of Ontario Works participants in the Getting Ahead program, and it might be more than once a year I meet with these they're not students but participants, and they're doing this awesome program. And I've heard from them about what it's like to live in a shared room, because they're bringing in $733 a month. There's nowhere to live. They have no protections. They rent beds in a shared room. They might answer an ad and get there and find another person living in the same room, and a stranger. But that's all that there is available to them. They are boarders. They're not tenants. They have no protections. So, Speaker, we have a range of folks across our communities, and they don't have a safe place to live. And if they can find a place, they're forced to live in substandard conditions. That is not appropriate in this province. People deserve safe, clean, accessible homes they can afford. We need public, nonprofit, and cooperative housing. We need non-market housing. We need fourplexes, real rent control. And the Ontario NDP is calling on this government to get back into the business of building homes, not just talking about it, because, as I said, housing is a human right. Thank you, Speaker.